Hello, welcome back to the Spider's Web. And as you can see, I've got some little bits of brown stuff on here. That's because I've been making a start on the base. I've gone round 3 of these sections. So just one section to go. I worked that out well. What I'm using is a cork mats. If I can find, I don't know where it is. It's like a placemat type thing, which cork, you know, like for putting or a hot pan down on a wooden surface, you know, to protect the wooden surface from the heat of the pan. So what I'm doing is breaking off bits and then gluing them down in such a way that it fits in quite snugly and prevents this from moving about and hopefully breaking. Well, not moving about, but hopefully coming dislodged from here. Okay, so what we're doing is we get our glue, and for this I'm just using the last bit of super glue I've got because I don't think I've got much left. Maybe I should be able to do this with wood glue or PVA glue, whatever you want to call it. But I want to try and get this a bit more secure, so that's why I'm using super glue. So there's that part there. We can go over another could do another area. No, don't like that out that time. Just keep going round and looking at which will be better to do. If there's one, if you don't like the options you've got, you can always break off some more. Obviously they don't have to be cut very neatly. They can just be cut off, snapped off. That one looks okay. So what we'll do is we'll put that one on. And on the others I've done 2 level ones. I think for this I might go a bit further and do a 3rd layer. I will, and I'll use this as the final piece, and it's just again glue on. And we give that a little bit of time to set, and while the top part's when the top part is drying, we'll just hack away at the flat parts of the other layers, because the one thing we really do not want is purely flat stonework, because these are just going to be rocks. And another thing as well, don't throw these pieces away. because they will come in. Seriously, they will be useful. There we are. There is a little bit of straight part there. What we want to try and do, or what we are trying to do, is make it look like a natural rock formation. Here there may be a little bit of fragility, because it's what do you call it? The last two we did, plus it's quite a small area, but no, it's, I'm going to say there might be, but there wasn't, because I was just going to say be very careful with that part. I'm going to do another piece there. Oops. And the juggling lessons aren't paying off. Right, I'm going to do the smaller piece rather than the larger piece. I'm going to butt up the larger pieces together, and I'm going to put some super glue there as well so it can stick to where I want it to stick to. Which is there. I'm not going to put any more pieces down. Well, not there anyway. I may put another piece of rock. I may just put one just about here. And place some super glue down about there. And as I say, don't throw the bits away, because these bits can go to fill in spaces. Got some small pieces to go on there. There we go. If there are any more gaps that we can see, yeah, there's some there. And we can throw some pieces down there. Oops, so I hadn't realised I'd gone off camera then. So it's, all I've done is I've squoze a bit of the super glue down inside here, and now I'm packing it with some of the pieces of cork. And I do have more of the small pieces. Where I where I did the earlier or the bits I did off camera. I've got some more of these crumbly pieces left from there, so I'm not just working with what's here. And I think that's it. But what I need to do now is, again, rough up this bit, and you can either use, as I'm using the moulding tool from Games Workshop, just to pluck off the top edge or the top surface, or you can use scalpel or X-Acto knife, or anything which has a bit of a sharp edge. Or anything that's got a bit of a point, shall we say. And there we have it. There we have our finished rock formation. I suppose if you wanted, you could always put some glue down here. And then pack it down so that it sticks in. And the same here, because what we're trying to do is keep a very secure edge to the stones, or to the perspex stand. Because the idea is we want it to stay quite solid, the less chance of it snapping off and causing damage to our vehicle. There we are. There's a little piece of flat surface here, so we'll get rid of that, because you'll not find on any rocks, you'll not find usually any flat edges. I've got some on this piece of stone there. So if you wanted to, you could always put some super glue on the base in different places and have some smaller rocks scattered around, and that's what we have. Now for this, what I will do is I will cover all this in masking tape and give it a spray tomorrow, and then dry brush and then paint it up properly. But that's enough of that, and what I want to do now is to finish off our missile launchers. So let's move our cork chippings out of the way and get back to this. Right, so we'll start off with the Wazdaka Red, which is, as I've checked, Red Go rather than the Scab Red that I was using originally. So I've picked up the wrong paint, but never mind, it does the job just as well. The Red Go, as I say, is the Wazdaka Red, which I've picked up. The Scab Red is Corn Red. Corn as in the Chaos God Corn, and not the cereal crop. Obviously. This is Warhammer 40k we're talking about. Well, it's Warhammer we're talking about, so and you just go over the missile warheads, or the nose cones, whatever you want to call them. I'll go over the ones in here as well. Get both sides done first of all, and then we can make a start on the scales. I'm going to move the camera over a touch because I keep going off camera because I've altered it slightly from the last video. Okay, so that's this part almost complete. There we are. And just make sure there's no water on the ferrule of the brush. There's nothing worse than when you've got water on here you don't notice, and it suddenly, and all of a sudden it rolls down, gets to the brush and goes bloop all over your model. It's done that to me once or twice. Oh dear. So we want the tin bits, and with this we are going to be going over these vents or whatever they may be at the back. Don't like vents, where the heat from the firing mechanism escapes. I'm trying to get the what was I going to say? I'm trying to get the next games night up and running, well, organised rather. We did have it organised for Halloween, but a little something's cropped up, so I don't know whether what I had planned is going to come across. It may have to be changed slightly, but fingers crossed there will be a games night session on Halloween. Okay, so that's them done. Now then, how did I put this on? Which way do they go? Is it that way? it that way? It's that way. Okay, so it goes on like that. That's all I wanted to know. So let's get the Evil Sun's Scarlet out. And this again is for the missile warheads. It's just for the top parts. The top bit of each one. Just a little bit of a highlight. You won't see it all that much, but you can tell it's there. It doesn't come out very well on camera, but you can tell. That's that bit done. Okay, next is the bit that I've been looking forward to. Okay, we're going to move these stone chippings around here, and the cork chippings around, should I say. And we're going back to the Talon sand, as we tried before. We want a bit of that. And we want oh, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Thought I had. Oh, it's there. It was already on the table. We're going with Runefang steel. And we just want a little spot of that mixing in with that one. The idea being we want a little bit of a sparkle. To this, and then we're just going to dry brush over just the scales. Obviously we don't want to be colouring the entire thing in. I'll go over again with the goblin green with the fine detail brush and try and get to the parts where I've caught with this. Here we go. And then so once more go over with the Agrex Earthshade. But as I said there, now I'm going to have to wait and let that dry before I can go anywhere else with it. So